I'm Victor Bals with Highlands Residential Mortgage.
Good morning, Danielle Boote with Highlands Residential Mortgage.
And today we're going to bring to you a topic of pre-qualification versus pre-approval. What are they? Let's discuss it right after this. Okay, Danielle, so today's topic is a pre-qualification versus a pre-approval. What is your gist on this? I'm hearing stuff from real estate agents. I got a pre-qual letter, I need a pre-approval. What's going on out there with that?
Well, the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, gave guidance to lenders in the past few years about what verbiage we can use and what has to be included in a pre-approval or a pre-qualification letter.
Okay, so in your 25 years, 30 years experience now, what is the difference between you? What is a pre-qualification versus a pre-approval?
So a pre-approval would require that the loan actually go to an underwriter's desk for review and approval. Okay. The pre-qualification, there are varying degrees of it. A pre-qualification is a loan officer looking over a borrower's income, assets, and credit.
So this is when a borrower not only does the application, but they supply income and asset documents so you can verify.
They don't have to.
Okay, and why is that?
According to the CFPB, if a borrower contacts a lender and requests a pre-qualification, it could literally be someone telling a lender what their credit score is, what debts they have, what their income is, actually without any verification.
So this is all verbal information.
It could be.
So a client is going to talk to a lender verbally, and that lender is going to issue a pre-qualification letter, and a real estate agent is going to submit that offers with multiple offers and with all that risk?
Technically, yes, that could happen.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, in our world, we typically go a step further, and of course we want to see a credit report and review it in detail, review the borrower's income and assets prior to giving a pre-qualification. Our specific letter does state, did we view income? Yes or no. Did we view credit? Yes or no. To go deeper there, and that's where our experience comes into play.
Well, I just had a client on Saturday, and I don't know if I'm wrong or right here, but I got a phone call from a realtor. Realtor says, hey, I need you to run some numbers and send me approval over on our client. They want to put an offer, and there's a multiple offer. We got highest and best at 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, and it's 92 degrees. So I pick up my phone, and I look at the file, and I see, oh, the credit looks good, boy, but it's a little bit tight on debt to income ratios. And I told the realtor, I said, you know what? They look solid, but I have 4 emails requesting income and asset documents. And I told the realtor, I go, you know what? I don't feel comfortable issuing a pre-approval. And he says, well, what do you mean? I go, well, I've requested 4 times, and now they want me to issue a pre-approval. And as much as I respect that client, I respect that listing agent and that buyer's agent, because it's technically my reputation on the line. You know, a client will come and go, and I want to help the client, but my relationship with that realtor, this is a small town, and there's a reputation to uphold, and I want to raise that bar. When they say a pre-approval coming from Highlands, they know we've done our homework. So we hung up with the realtor. 20 minutes later, he calls back. He goes, you know what, Vic? You're right. I'm glad we didn't do that. And I sent an email to the client saying, hey, I really need these documents if you want to put an offer in. 3 days later, I still don't have the documents. So,
well, according to CFPB guidelines, okay, if the borrower requests a pre-qualification letter, you're supposed to issue it.
Okay, and
even if you don't have the documents, but you can put on our letterhead, yep, no, I don't have the income. No, I don't have the assets.
Yep.
And technically, if that's what the borrower wants to do, that's fine. Absolutely.
And I guess we just got to be clear to our realtors. Here's a pre-qualification letter. Mm-hmm. I have not received income. I have not received assets. It's going to be a weak offer, but I will copy the borrower. And at least that may trigger them to say, look, if we want to put in an offer on a house, we need to really have our act together up front. And that's part of it.
It makes for a stronger offer. It gives the buyer's agent more leverage to be able to negotiate, especially in a multiple bid situation.
And it also upholds our reputations as local lenders.
Correct.
When we send out a pre-approval, it's gold. We raise that standard.
Right. And I'm sure you get many calls a week from listing agents.
Yep.
The listing agent will call. And even if we put it on a piece of paper, they're going to call and say, have you verified income? Have you verified credit? Why? Because not every lender does. And not every lender will give a solid pre-qualification letter so that they have the assurance that if we accept this offer, it's going to close in a timely manner, in a smooth transaction as possible.
And that's what I told the agent too,
Mhm.
that the listing agent's going to be calling me. And the last thing I'm going to do is lie to somebody to say I've got income or asset documents there.
Absolutely.
So what else do we need to say about pre-qualification versus a pre-approval?
Well, if you're a buyer, start early. Apply for a pre-qualification, provide your income and asset documents so that we can go over what your options are. We'll know what your budget is. We know what the best programs are. Maybe you have 2 program options and we can review those with you. A buyer needs to understand how the mortgage payment works and how closing costs work, in addition to any down payment needed, so that they are strong and can go to the table and negotiate with the seller in a possible multiple bid situation.
So bottom line, start early, get a relationship with your loan officer, meet face to face if you have to, understand the programs, understand the numbers, understand your options, and then we as a team with that realtor go out and execute a winning offer.
Exactly.
Excellent. So that's it for today's show. If you got any topics you would like to hear about it, click below, like us, subscribe, or give us a call here at Highlands Mortgage. We'd love to hear from you.